Okay, welcome back. It's James here from Flocode, and in this module we're going to talk about Python in engineering. So first up, what is Python? It is a high-level interpreted programming language that was first released in 1991. It was created by Guido van Rossum, a Dutch guy, and named after the British comedy series Monty Python's Flying Circus, starring the great John Cleese. My dad is a super fan of John Cleese. Soon after release, Python gained a lot of popularity in academic circles and research, and then later expanded into various industries, including web development and data science and AI and STEM and finance, and now, hopefully, engineering. Python's emphasis on simple syntax and readability really helps to reduce the cognitive overhead of learning the language, which enables a much sharper focus on actually solving problems and finding solutions. We're going to talk a little bit more about languages and syntax in the next module, but for now, let's just focus on the benefits of Python for engineers. So what are they? Well, Python offers several key benefits that make it a very attractive choice for engineers. Number one is simplicity and readability. Python's clean and straightforward syntax make it much easier to read and write and maintain, and this reduces your development time and increases productivity. You'll understand once we start digging into the syntax that a lot of the language just reads like natural language once you develop a feel for how it works. There is a vast ecosystem of engineering-focused libraries like NumPy, SciPy, among many, many more, and this helps streamline analysis, computation, and visualization. They provide ready-made modules and functions for many different types of engineering workflows. I think there are currently over 165,000 Python libraries available. Of course, I only use a tiny fraction of these, but the point is that the community is enormous, active, and growing rapidly. Next is Python's open source nature and just general flexibility, which empowers engineers to create transparent custom tools, to collaborate on projects, and to iterate on existing work. And the beauty of open source development is that there are no black boxes, no secrets. Everything is all out in the open, available for you to review. And if you think that you can improve upon a project or a specific way of doing something, then you can go ahead and do it. The possibilities for collaboration within the open source software model are huge. Next, modern data science and artificial intelligence. Python is the language of choice for many modern data scientists and artificial intelligence engineers. And as our industry adapts to leverage more data-driven decision-making, the ability to interpret and manage this data is becoming a crucial skill. We're already experiencing major adaptations in how we work with tools like ChatGPT or Meta's Llama to help facilitate administrative and creative tasks. And this is a fun rabbit hole to enter, and we will spend some time here throughout Flocode's future content. And lastly is overcoming software constraints. So commercial engineering software, while it is obviously extremely powerful, it often comes with constraints such as costly licenses, rigid design or vendor lock-in, and a lack of transparency in how the software interprets certain situations or conditions. I know I've experienced this many, many times over the years with different complex structural models. Python opens an entirely new dimension in terms of fine-tuned control and transparency, which I think completely transforms the approach to solving problems. So by leveraging Python, engineers can streamline their workflows and automate a lot of repetitive tasks and perform different types of computations or data analysis, and ultimately integrate with your existing engineering software tools that you like and know how to use. So at the end of the day, you're enhancing your ability to tackle these challenges much more efficiently. So let's look at a few applications in the engineering field. We have scientific computing, where we're going to be performing complex calculations, data modeling, or numerical simulations. Data analysis, extracting insights from large data sets, creating visualizations, and developing predictive models. Automation, this is one that I get asked about all the time. Streamlining workflows, automating repetitive tasks, and integrating with engineering software. I know a lot of you out there, if you're anything like me, especially during the construction of a project, you can get absolutely buried in paperwork. So there are some nice automation capabilities that can help make your life a lot easier when we're talking about this type of a topic. Next is machine learning, developing algorithms capable of learning from data to solve complex engineering challenges. There are many applications for this. Libraries and packages. So again, Python's extensive standard library, it provides a huge set of modules and tools covering domains from geotechnical engineering, hydraulics, vibration, or complex finite element modeling and fluid dynamics, to name just a few that are directly transferable to technical engineering tasks. And that's not to mention the opportunities for management, automation, administration, and different types of custom tool development. So while each of these topics represents an absolutely gigantic domain with many subdomains and specialties, the broader concepts of programming transcend any single language, and they can be applied to achieve a very diverse range of objectives. Python stands out as the easiest language to learn and the most widely used in STEM fields. And as I mentioned, has that incredibly rich ecosystem of libraries with a growing user base of learners around the world. So let's talk about my use cases. I'd like to briefly share my own thoughts on integrating Python into my career. For the most part, I use Python in aspects of engineering for structural, geotechnical, and civil design, hydrology, energy modeling, and financial analytics. And I have many different use cases that span disciplines. We don't have the time to dig too deeply into these specifics today, but I just want to give you a broad sense of what I personally use Python for, and I assume that your use cases could be completely different, yet just as numerous. So there's structural design of a variety of elements for concrete, steel, and timber components. And Python integrates with software like SAP 2000, Revit, and ANSYS, which are the tools that I like to use, and helps to automate my workflow and enable a lot of different types of customization through API access. Hydraulic design, a lot of my work is in the power and water sector, so I do a lot of optimization and analyses on pipelines, penstocks, gates, and spillways, and this includes a lot of hydraulics and energy models that can be quite computationally intensive. Data science is a broad catch-all term that encompasses many important topics, but it's generally it's referring to the collection, management, and analysis of data. Python's data analysis tools have empowered both me and a lot of my team to process large data sets with ease, perform complex calculations, and to generate insightful visualizations. And it's not often just for reporting, but just for myself as I progress through my designs and deepen my understanding of the data. It's a huge benefit for me personally, and it carries over to all other engineering disciplines. In geotechnical design and the design of foundations, there's a lot of different topics to explore here. The automation of document control processes like construction documentation or document control workflows that can often eat up much more time than they should. Custom tools, this is a very fun part of the process. You can learn to build whatever you need. The sky is the limit here. There are so many options and avenues available to build a wide variety of solutions of all scales. These are just a few small snapshots of a much, much bigger landscape and are simply to demonstrate the tangible benefits of Python in an engineering context. You can really adapt programming to solve any engineering problem once you understand the fundamental concepts, and that is the intent with Flocode's curriculum and course structure. So let's just talk for a moment about the broader impact. Python's impact extends far beyond these specific areas that I mentioned. Its versatility makes it a future-proof choice as we get inundated with new tools for this and for that. The rise of data science and AI has already begun reshaping our industry, and Python gives you a very strong foothold in these areas. It gives you the flexibility to adapt to these coming shifts. So unless you plan to ignore these tools, the benefits of learning Python as a language, I think, are pretty obvious. It cultivates a mindset of programmatic thinking, which you can read all about that in the link below, which essentially means breaking down complex problems into manageable components and approaching solutions logically. This way of thinking transcends coding itself, and it helps to shape how we approach problem solving across all aspects of our work. And in our industry, adaptability is crucial. It always has been. Python will equip you with the tools to future-proof your skill set, ensuring relevance in an increasingly data-driven world and industry. And that's not to say we're abandoning the fundamentals. My main message here is that while the tools may change, the principles don't. There's a common misconception that Python is only suitable for technical specialists, developers working on structural software, or even those involved in academic research. However, I think this greatly underestimates Python's practical use for engineers. You already have a strong foundation in logic and problem solving, which makes engineers ideally suited to harness the power of Python. And by dedicating a few weeks to focused learning, engineers can dramatically boost their workflow efficiency. But it is important to emphasize that mastering Python, it does require effort. And the rewards are enormous, but the learning process may not always be easy. However, for dedicated engineers seeking to expand their capabilities, push beyond conventional limits, and solve problems on their own terms, there is no better path than learning Python. We're going to talk about Python's role in artificial intelligence and machine learning in engineering. This is the elephant in the room in almost all knowledge-based jobs. It's an incredible time for technology enthusiasts. AI is progressing in many domains at a blistering pace, but we do need to keep our feet on the ground. We need to think about the practical applications and the real-world use cases. How and why should our clients pay for this kind of work? In the coming decade, the integration of Python and machine learning holds the potential to significantly enhance traditional civil and structural engineering practices. Deep learning capabilities are already surpassing previous analytical methods of analysis in certain sectors, from optimizing structures to managing complex infrastructure or advanced applications. They're no longer solely in the hands of the tech industry. They're achievable by engineers who familiarize themselves with Python. You have libraries like TensorFlow, Keras, Scikit-learn. These act as gateways to machine learning, and they make complex algorithms much more accessible without the need for a computer science PhD. Our professional landscape is changing. There are already a variety of available tools for you to take advantage of. You can check out the podcast episodes that I did with Tim Rawling of CalcTree. You have the episode with Anand Bergman of Victor AI to dig a little deeper into some of these options. These tools are actively taking shape and evolving with their communities, providing opportunities for engineers with Python skills to progress and magnify their professional impact. You can check those out on flocode.dev. As the industry adapts, I see a few key areas for AI integration. Now, bear in mind, we need standardized, high-fidelity data sets, which currently require a vast collaboration effort. But some of the areas that I think really make sense are design exploration. We have physics-based AI, which can explore and optimize designs based on parameters for strength or cost, efficiency, sustainability, that kind of stuff. Altair's physics AI model, ANSYS AI, have some exciting advances in this field. And there's a lot happening. There's a fantastic series on this topic by Steve Brunton called Physics-Informed Machine Learning that I highly recommend. So let's talk about future trends and emerging opportunities. Looking ahead, the potential for Python in the engineering industry is enormous. Open source projects enable engineers from around the world to contribute to and benefit from shared innovations. This global collaboration is accelerating the pace of discovery and solution development. It's exciting, encouraging, and overwhelming all at the same time. The doors of collaboration are opening. We don't have to work in silos anymore. There will always be a need for intellectual property and a commercial advantage, but there are many areas where we can work together and progress our industry. And as Python continues to gain traction, it's going to open many new frontiers in traditional engineering, creating solutions that are more efficient, sustainable, and impactful. Your own journey with Python will unlock your full potential as an engineer, maximizing your efficiency, efficacy, and adaptability. And this is the very essence of engineering and is the driving ethos at Flocode. In the next module, we're going to explore the essence of programming. I'll see you there.